And welcome back to News Channel 3, live at 9. Our next guest is proof a little help will go a long way. He turned to Job Corps to help him find his career path.
And now Devin has more than founded. He owns his own company. He joins us now to talk about his success story and really inspire us to know that no matter what path we may seem to be on, we can always make a different choice. Sometimes it takes the help of others reaching down. Tell us your story. Back in high school, you were so much, were you?
Yeah, I think I was just looking for acceptance. I come from a single-family home, was on government assistance, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Had quite a few challenges.
Like a lot of kids out there.
Yeah, a lot of kids. And I think one of the things that I was looking for was just acceptance and just, you know, wanting to feel loved and a place to belong. And so acting socially inappropriate was part of what got me some of the attention that I felt like I wasn't getting.
Right. So what helped you kind of shift your attention to say, this is not the path I really need to be on, though?
Well, actually several things, but the first thing, it was right before I got the Job Corps, I became a father at 16, and I lost my daughter at 16, and as I was going into Job Corps, I began to start thinking that, you know, I need to get more serious about my life, and I saw that I was ill-equipped to be a father. And Job Corps was one of the places after I was expelled from high school that, you know, gave me that second chance. And
it's amazing that you recognized you needed a second chance. I mean, that in and of itself, there was obviously something in there.
Yeah.
A spark that just needed somebody to recognize it. Is that what Job Corps does?
Yeah, Job Corps to me was basically a stepping stone. It was a refining tool for my personal development. At the end of the day, you know, I was in a gang, I was, you know, doing drugs, I was hanging out, doing all the different things that I thought was cool, trying to be the tough guy. But at the end of the day, I think most kids, students, you know, it's not that they don't want to do better, it's just that, you know, they don't have their priorities in the right place. Yeah. And sometimes personal development, you just need a little bit of guidance and you need somebody to put their arms around you, and I think that's what Job Corps did for me.
And Devin, is that also kind of part of your mission? I would imagine you probably make the time to speak with a lot of young people who you may see and say to yourself, man, that reminds me of myself a few years back.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Basically what I do is every day I talk to people about taking your life from a personal mess to brand finesse. Basically, you know, you have it in you. You just got to be able to channel it and turn those negatives in your life into a positive.
And when you'll hear so much about, well, you know, bring yourself up by your bootstraps. But somebody has to give you a bootstrap first.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids out there who don't have a bootstrap to pull on. So the essence of what Job Corps does is they do that. I mean, they reach down, and if you want to do better, they give you the tools, they equip you.
They give you the platform. You know, I've been featured in tons of national magazines. I've been on all kinds of news shows.
Very successful marketing company, we always say.
Thank you, thank you. But what was the most important accomplishment for me was getting my GED. Because it was the platform, it set me up, and the encouragement that it gave me for the rest of the development that I needed for my professional career was what I needed to get on track, and I wouldn't have gotten that if I wasn't able to go there and stay on campus, because part of it is getting out of that environment that you're in. And so that's why I urge students when they do go to stay on campus, because if you're you know, you're going there half of the day and then you're going back to that environment that's gotten you in all the trouble in the first place, you tend not to have as much of a positive result.
Devin, how quickly, though, once you got into that different environment, how quickly did you realize another way of life? Did it take a while? Did it take a few weeks, a few months, or how long was this process for you?
For me, it was about 2 weeks. I was in about...
That quickly?
Yeah, I was in about 2 weeks. And the staff, they just really, I believe that they put a lot of effort into everybody, but I think when you really want it, they go that extra mile for you.
Did you go in with any kind of a chip on your shoulder?
I was horrible.
At least you're being honest.
I'm going to be honest.
But you got rid of it quickly because you saw that wasn't serving you, I'm sure.
Well, you know, you have to have, you know, I tell people all the time, you got to be able to identify somebody that's where you want to be. And so as I looked around at the individuals that were helping us, the counselors and those things, you know, they all were in their own right successful, and I wanted that for my family, you know. So it took a little bit of time, but not as much as, you know, some people. But, you know, I had, you know, their help structuring a plan.
Wow.
How's your daughter now?
Well, that daughter I lost, but my daughter now, Jasmine Christie, is 3, and my son Devin Jr. is 7.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Job Corps saved a generation.
That's for sure. There's also a great event Job Corps is putting together to honor the late Dr. Benjamin Hooks as well.
This weekend, you can be a part of it because you need to come out and support Job Corps. They do a marvelous job, and it is the inaugural. There will be many more in years to come.
At the National Civil Rights Museum, race starts at 9:30. You can find out more information by going to yourturnnow.org. Devin, thank you very much.
Thank you, Devin.
Glad to see you as always.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back in just a moment.